You
Awesome.
defeat me?
What? Huh? I am incredibly excited to see what this direct has to offer. I've sort of been staying away from all the character reveals that they've been doing because I wanted to go into the game with like a kind of a fresh blind experience. However, not gonna lie dudes, I could not resist the allure of this direct. I absolutely love Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I'm still currently playing through Three Hopes in my own time, but we are 1000% going to be streaming this here on the channel. So look out for that in the future, whenever the game drops. I've also been debating on whether or not to check out any sort of lore videos in regards to Three Houses specifically, so I can catch back up to like what potential reveals we may have here, or like little extra lore bits. I mean, that's kind of what we do here on this channel, so I'll think about it, but if you guys do want to see that, please do let me know in the comments down below. But alrighty, without further ado, let's get into this. Ah, it's this lady.
Celebrate.
And she also has green hair.
The second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
What is happening,
We'll
bro?
never win the battles ahead without them. We need as many as we can recruit.
The main protagonist? Oh. Interesting transition.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods.
Yeah, that's right. We still don't know whether this is like a prequel or a sequel. Like, is this in the future, in the past? Because it's Dagda, they could be running on a very different calendar from Fodland. And I mean, seeing Sothis older also isn't really that much of an indication, considering she could be adult in the past or in the future. My assumption is future, like a sequel, but we'll see if we get any more hints on that.
In the
gods,
capital city
several.
of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins the games.
Literally?
Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to yield.
While I do love Three Houses, in this game I do appreciate the fact that we've moved away from the school uniforms to give everyone more of a unique style to them.
The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
Yeah! Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like Kai will probably be one of the least popular routes that people choose. However, I do have hopes, because I feel like his character is positioned in a spot where he could have the potential to be one of the most compelling stories, but we'll have to see. I really do hope that with Fortune's Weave, we pay a lot more attention to the narrative, because that's like something that I really enjoyed from Three Houses, and just games in general, who pay a lot of attention to their lore and world building.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Beautiful.
He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda.
Bro just booted up a new playthrough in a CRPG. It's a classic shipwreck wash up on beach moment.
This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road to Daxian.
For those of you that know me, I think you know which route I'm picking. Although, my assumption is that Lita will probably be the most popular pick, but we'll see.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom.
So cool.
Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games.
And not gonna lie, yeah, they did really cook with Lita's design. Like, holy.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Daxian.
I'm so excited for the music as well.
In tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
Ah, the killer.
I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members.
Oh, wait, okay, what do we got here? Yeah, definitely some new faces that I have never seen before. I wonder what the recruitment system is going to look like, depending on the route that you pick. Is there like a set cast members or a set of cast members that you can choose from and that you can recruit? Or can you recruit basically anybody except the retainers, just like in Three Houses? Well, I mean, looking at this, like we have Kai and Dietrich here in the same roster that we can select from, supposedly. But they are listed as guest. So maybe it's like a specific game where you're working together with another faction. Also, what's a diviner? Looks like we got some new classes here, or maybe it's one of the OG classes from previous Fire Emblem games that I haven't experienced yet. No idea what that BLD stat is underneath movement, but interesting. We also seem to have some sort of meter next to their profile picture. And on the skills on the top right side here, it probably doesn't list off every skill because there isn't a lance there. We do seem to have the punchy boys back. And we got reasoning, faith, as well as authority. So do we have gambit still?
And their initial placement on the field. Then let the battle commence. Each unit's movement range is shown in blue.
Standard,
and their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins.
We got combat arts.
You'll take turns moving and fighting across the map as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions. The four heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack.
It looked like we had a curse stat there as well. Interesting. Wonder what that's about.
Swords, are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Our gauntlets is OP in this game
deal
too.
massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy but high attack power.
Damn. These animations look
Bows
great, man.
strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units.
Okay. We're really souping up these crit animations or potentially combat art animations too. I'm glad that so far from all the trailers that we've seen, the game seems very much like a step forward in terms of like graphical fidelity as well as animations. It's kind of that next gen, right, for Fire Emblem. And I mean, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, if I recall correctly, so it better be.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning,
Yep, 11
gauntlets
swords.
that look like firearms,
What the
and
hell?
other unique weapons to
Wait, what did you say?
gauntlets that look like firearms.
Gauntlets that look like firearms. Wasn't this like the princess girl that we saw in the very first reveal trailer for the game who was wielding the gun? So yeah, there you go. It's a gauntlet gun that apparently shoots out what seems to be magic, like lightning magic. It's called a salamander. You'd think it would spew fire, but it gets the job done. And judging from the UI, it seems like you also get 2 attacks from this. So it feels like, yeah, I mean, it's listed as a gauntlet. So do you also get the double attack from this? Is it ranged? Oh, that seems kind of insane, actually.
And other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack.
Oh no.
Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage,
Yeah.
while
In
adjacent
the bushes.
allies can receive
Hide in the
buffs.
bushes.
Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor.
I don't know what MYS is, but yeah, we got the whole link attack system and positioning of allies, terrain stuff, the standard so far. And it makes sense to have some of those systems here because presumably prequel, sequel to Three Houses.
Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power,
Damn.
longer range, or other advantageous effects.
Okay, not gonna lie, Ursula kind of got it going on. She's kind of like more confident Marianne.
So use them in decisive moments. There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power,
Wait, what?
called Blaze Arts.
Consume your soul?
Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast
Where'd you get
flames
that,
in
bro?
a wide area.
Yeah, then I believe this was kind of the first time that we've seen like an AoE spell actually kill multiple units in one go. Because even the AoE gambits in Three Houses could not kill any enemies that you weren't directly attacking. I believe it could only ever reduce them down to 1 HP. I don't know if there's been an instance like this in other Fire Emblem games. Because even when you use something like a meteorite or just like a regular AoE spell, if it would kill a enemy that is next to the enemy that you're attacking, it just doesn't and leaves out 1. So maybe this is the first time. But then again, there's many different games within the series. Who knows? Dietrich has a sword called Answerer. But also, what are these like purple lines here? It looks like we have some bow cavalry on the other end. So maybe that's just saying where they're going to be going. And if you're standing in their way, well, they'll just run you over, I guess. It's like a stage hazard, probably.
After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't
Cool.
easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors
Oh,
to
shit.
rend the earth and hurl it at foes.
Damn.
Feeling.
Okay, by Consume Your Soul, I think there we saw that it took like 11 HP from her. So it's probably Kind of like the demon and weapons or whatever they're called, the devil weapons. Some HP for a lot more damage.
Plays her Vihuela to buff allies,
Took 8 from her there.
summon a powerful monster, and more. These
We
special
still got the
moves
monsters.
can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time. After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned.
Okay. So that's good because people would normally just save scum that anyways. I think this should become a staple within the series going on forward. And so far it has been. I wonder if we're going to have some sort of lore reason for why we can turn back time like that. Maybe the main character will have some sort of ability similar to Byleth. Or it could be like an Engage where I'm pretty sure they had some sort of item that allowed them to do that. But we'll see. Right, let's see this.
Based on their class, such as
Shido.
Shido, who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and Bishops, who use white magic, a unit's abilities can change dramatically.
Yeah.
The weapons they can wield, and their range of movement also vary.
Okay. Now, this is always going to be one of my concerns when it comes to the flexibility in classes and whatnot. I really enjoy that aspect. The problem has always been the balancing. In Three Houses, quite literally, just make everybody ride a horse or ride a wyvern or Pegasus, and you're good to go because you can just straight up dismount them, and any sort of effectiveness that the enemy would have against you just kind of gets completely scrapped, or even equip a shield that just nullifies all that effective damage. So there was never really the trade-off of extra mobility, but now you're much weaker to this sort of enemy. Will we be able to figure out a better system for this game, or will it just, once again, be as much movement as possible is always going to be the best play?
Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers.
Okay.
Beginner classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It wasn't just like a straight up block. It looked more like a parry. Say no damage. I kind of like that. Okay, so
And
diviners are
Porteous
beginner
riders
magic
can
classes.
cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor. Winged soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long distances,
Winged soldiers,
while
okay.
charioteers can strike multiple enemies
Yo.
in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain.
Oh! Ooh, okay. That's really cool. Wasn't there that one ring in Engage where when you engage, it would allow you to basically do a straight attack like that? It was always super fun to try and get your enemies lined up by trying to manipulate where the AI went in order to just get that one straight shot down the line. So I do enjoy their addition back into this game. Of course, just not pair with the rings like it was in Engage. Seems to give a lot more weight to like what classes that you pick and like what are the supporting classes that you would send people down in order to make these strategies more effective.
Advanced classes are
Got elephants?
masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units. The Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic.
Oh,
Plus
okay.
other classes.
Spears and white magic. Yeah, probably a better combo than the whole like swords and reason or dark magic or whatever they were using. That class was kind of fun in Three Houses, but I never really found too much of a use for them, and it was a bit of an unnecessary upgrade, but you know, it was fun to have it in the game at least.
that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful elephant riders.
Oh, so it's like the charge attack, but instead of just 1, it's 2. Does that mean that they're also like a 4x4 or 2x2 unit?
And other classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
You
Awesome.
defeat me?
What? Huh? Dude, we were talking about this before. That, like, you know, the little headband thing and the small bit of green hair. Isn't that the same color as Seth? And the headband is also kind of Seth. That is fucking Seth right there. We can see that on the screen. Is this your past or your future, though? Because for Seth, it could be either or also. Let me hear the voice again, too. Pretty sure it's the same VA.
You defeat me?
I believe that's actually just straight up the same line, too. You defeat me? Laughable. Okay. Is Swain here as well?
You'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel.
Okay, what is this? Ideal level 24. You can deploy 7. Class tier, weapons. Ideal weapons, bronze. What does that mean? I guess it's just the grade of a weapon or the type. Because, I mean, there's like bronze, silver, steel, I think. I don't know. I've forgotten. But you can upgrade your weapons. We even have suggested classes. Huh. You're soon to face a powerful foe. Take certification exams to reach your specialty classes. Consider allies with strong defense and those skilled in magic attacks. I actually do quite enjoy that they're giving you a bit of an overview of maybe this should be how you would want to approach the battle, especially for people or newcomers coming into the Fire Emblem series who may be a bit more overwhelmed with the whole tactical aspect of it. Having a basis to set up their strategy would certainly help. I think that's one of the unfortunate parts about Three Houses, that I've seen a lot of beginners to strategy games really struggle. Unless if there's like somebody there who's already experienced the game or is just like a Fire Emblem veteran or strategy game veteran to help them through the steps, because I don't think it explains it well enough. So yeah, I'm just really hoping that the onboarding process for this game is better, because there are plenty of people in my life who I would love to see them get into Fire Emblem finally, but there hasn't really been an entry that has enticed them just yet.
About your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian.
So is this going to be like a part 1 and then a part 2 to the whole story? Looks like the whole tournament arc is the beginning of leveling up your units, getting everybody prepared for apparently this battle against this great evil or whatever. I'm still very curious to know if like the battles themselves cost a certain amount of turns, because they said that there was like this amount of turns before something happens. But or maybe just the actual turns in battle are the actual cost for that. I don't know. Or maybe they've already shown it and I just didn't notice it.
The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, we spend gold in order to train particular skills for 2 people, it seems. This seemed to cost some motivation as well. Also increases your support points. Very good.
Your skills improve. You'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents.
Wait, really? Let me see that menu again. Spectate. Watch another clan's match. All allies will gain skill experience. Does this cost time? Because we have a deadline and we have 80 turns left. I don't see anywhere that would cost time, but there is a day and a time. It's like looking at it. Yeah, the current day matches. So I guess it just tells you when you would finish spectating it. Like, I wonder how strict all these minutes are when you're going through Daxian. Like, how quickly does time progress in-game comparatively to, well, real life? Shopping
At
arcade.
the shopping arcade,
Welcome.
you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected.
Yep, smithing stones.
This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples.
Attention
Depending
to
on
detail.
which
of
temple
gods.
you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
Ooh. We even see like this shadowed out profile picture. Are the gods actually going to play a role? Because why else would they have a profile picture? Aurora's blessing can now be used. Halves damage from physical attacks for 1 turn. Damn. That's really good. So maybe these are just like cards that you can spend during a match in order to just use them for that specific turn. I assume the 1 turn lasts from like your turn and then enemy turn. And yeah, look, we do have the profile pictures for them. Maybe it's just a profile picture. I kind of doubt it though. We have Divine Sand on the top right, which presumably be spent to upgrade it.
These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more.
But wait, that's a crest. I don't recognize that exact symbol, but it's pretty similar to a lot of the crests that we've seen.
Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for.
Gotcha.
So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
Strength down, damn.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards.
Nice.
You never know who might ask for your help.
In this matter.
The Divine Sovereign.
Who are you?
Why would someone
shit.
of your stature
That's right.
be here?
I didn't even recognize him outside of his kingly attirement. Right?
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian.
She looks cool.
Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it. The spirits
Or invite them to share a meal.
Nice.
That might be enough to win them over.
Okay, so it's like a raise your support level to rank B, and they'll potentially have a chance or a much higher chance of joining you.
At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time pass.
You saw there that it actually did cost turns there, not specifically like a set time. So that is something that you will spend, just maybe not with everything.
To gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Looking good.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero.
What?
Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories
What?
in parallel is an option.
What? Wait, what? What does that mean? We can swap through all 4 different heroes at the same time? So does it just like go back in time to a point where you were playing this playthrough, and then you can just go back and then play a different playthrough to advance to the same amount of time, and then you go to the other person and do the same thing, and it's like, you just get to experience every single round in one go? How practical would that be? I thought it was just going to be like, oh, I'll play through Theodora's route, and then once I finish the game, then I'll go back and experience the other one. Is that still viable? Would this be more optimal? I don't know. How would we do this? What would that be for a playthrough? I have so many questions on this one. And maybe they'll elaborate on it in the future, or I guess we'll just gotta dive into it and see how it goes, I guess. Huh. What the hell, man? What does that even mean for us?
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully.
Okay, yeah, these all cost turns.
To purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
Or gather information that could be useful on your adventure.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this sort of modes when it comes to Fire Emblem, but I have heard people say that it's basically the Shadows of Valencia mode or dungeon crawling system, which I have not played yet, so I don't even know what to expect from this one.
Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
This has the potential to be a lot of fun, though. I quite like this sort of gameplay loop.
Points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Are we actually going to see combat? I was like, we've never really had any 3D combat with a Fire Emblem game before, where you go into a dungeon and you run around and fight, right? I guess if you count the warrior games, those would fall into that category. So are we mixing the two into this one game?
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon,
this is high-tech dungeon.
A turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
What? We got a full-on turn-based JRPG like combat system? Holy shit, dude!
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies.
Yo!
Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them. For
what
instance,
the fuck?
Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and
New
send
battalion,
out
yep.
assembled
We got
troops to
Gambits.
gather materials or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
This again.
Need some help.
Okay, not gonna lie, that makes a little more sense. Unlike the one in 3 houses where there's a car with the barrels and it slowly approaches your opponent. Even funnier when it fizzles out. But nah, just like send it careening at your opponents and let it blow up.
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power.
Bro, train the wild bird. Whoa, dude. What is going on in this game? Holy shit.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you. People of
Dietrich there.
Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Part 2 of the story. War. Everything goes to shit. Oh shit, yeah. Just 5-year time jump. Well. This isn't looking good. Theodora, no.
In time's flow,
This song.
the glow of flames ever burning bright.
Pretty sure that's just Sotha singing it.
On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alive. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
"5 years after the heroic games,
Things did not go well.
Dagda faces its end. at the hands of the revived demon god, Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished.
What? Oh, is that why? It's like in the first part, you play parallel through all the stories? Because ultimately, part 2 is where shit really starts to kick off. Where you finally get into your main character, then play through like one select route, maybe?
Confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sophis, calls down a single soul.
Calls down a soul? Is it Byleth again?
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given 2 choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own. With the knowledge.
Oh, you were the bird! Ah! Okay, I see. Because I believe that was the same bird that you could go up to in order to change the path that you're playing, or the hero that you were following.
But it's no easy task.
Yeah.
Or use
the
the
gods.
time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna.
There you go. That's how we got time travel.
To change the fates of the 4 heroes.
Oh, shit. So I guess without your involvement, they just fall in battle or something like that? And then you go back in order to select who you need the help of. Oh, man, the more we learn about it, the more excited I am for this game. And this sounds so cool.
You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
Wait, can we get all of them?
This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
What? How does that change the ending? Shouldn't we just get all of them?
Will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Dude, I have chills, man. There is so much more to this game than I had ever expected. And it just makes me... Oh god, I'm so excited to try it out. I don't even know how it's gonna go. There's so many new things to explore and try out, and just this whole like play through each of the heroes, and then part 2 begins, and you go back in time to go and select which one. How does that change the route that you progress from there on in? Who knows at this point? We should get all of them. Maybe we don't get a few of them, and then it changes the outcome of something. God, the possibilities are immense. Regardless, though, yeah, after this direct, there is no doubt in my mind. I have to play this, man. I had to play this. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to calm down for now and eagerly anticipate the release of the game in September. Regardless, though, my dudes, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.